Hayden Reaume, doing his master's in biology, Laurentian University, and the title is Investigating the Role of Natural Background Radiation in Yeast. Here we go.
Hello. Okay. So radiation is an important part of our lives, even if it's not obvious to us. All day, every day, the cells in our bodies are exposed to a very small amount of radiation that we call natural background radiation. This comes from outer space, it comes from the rocks that we stand on, it's in the food that we eat, and it's in the air that we breathe. And for billions of years on Earth, this has been normal, just like oxygen, water, and sunshine. The question that my research is trying to answer is, how does this small amount of radiation affect our bodies? How does it affect life on Earth? Now, in order to answer this question, we need to work in the absence of radiation, because without any radiation, the mechanisms of response in life are a little bit more obvious to us. In order to do this, we work in Canada's deepest underground biological research facility. We're more than 2,000 meters below ground, and underground, there's very little radiation. We have a near total absence. When we're underground, what we grow are yeast. These are small, single-celled organisms that, despite their size, share a lot of their DNA with human DNA, which means that their response to radiation is going to be similar to what we might expect in our own bodies. And when we grow these cells underground, they grow smaller, they grow slower, and their metabolism, which is how they make and use energy, is disrupted. And this is an interesting result, because you might know that high doses of radiation can be dangerous. We use high doses of radiation to treat patients with cancer because it kills cells. Why then is less radiation not a good thing? The theory that our research is working with is this, that over billions of years of evolution, life hasn't just become used to radiation, it's come to expect it. Just a little bit. And you can think about this radiation a bit like your morning cup of coffee. So you wake up and you have a hot cup of coffee and there's some caffeine that stimulates you to be your best for your day. And without your coffee, you get tired and you're cranky and you have a stomach ache and it's not going to be a good day. Natural background radiation is a bit like this caffeine. It stimulates cells to perform their best. And when we take it away, cells become disrupted. Radiation is an important part of our lives in many ways. We use X-rays and CT scans for medical imaging, we treat patients with cancer, and we use it for medical sterilization. The better that we can understand how radiation affects our bodies, the better we can use it to continue to improve our lives. Thank you.